Hi everybody. Well, I promised you a shorter video. Thank you for, the last two were pretty long, building the doors, but now we're going to talk about how to secure them. Last night, the way I did it was I parked these two things, the scaffolding, locked the wheels. The wind was blowing the doors in, and so I need a way to stop that. I'm going to put there's a wheel that goes on either end to hold that in, but now we're going to do something in the center. So let me get the scaffolding out of the way, and we'll get into doing that. Well, the first step is I got to drill a couple pilot holes. Put these eye bolts in. Now, I tried the thing on TikTok where you use a ratchet, and crank it, and I didn't find that worked any better than doing this. Use a screwdriver. In this case, I'm using a little pry bar. And what these are for is I'm going to cut a piece of rebar and we'll drill a hole in the concrete rebar drops into, and that will lock it into place. Okay, so now get a piece of rebar. This is 18 inches, and I want it to go down into the concrete, probably 4 inches. So, or at least 3. So I need a piece that's 21 inches long with a bend on it. That's going to be the fun part. So I don't have a vise to make it easy to bend. I do have a trailer with a spot that I could stick it down in here. And give it a close to 90-degree bend. So the idea is this will go down through, and I got to mark where that is, and we'll drill a hole, and this will latch in, and we'll go from there. So one will be there, and one will be there. Now let me get the hammer drill. We'll drill a couple holes. Okay, that should keep the doors from, they'll still rattle in the wind, but they won't bounce apart. Yes, there's a big gap, I know. And I did put a screw where I could just hang that up so they're not in the way. So there, that's the first part. That'll keep these doors from bouncing in the wind. And now, to keep the water from coming in. Let me get that part. So I got this water dam thing. It's got that profile to it. This part goes on the inside. The idea is that the water comes up here, can't get in. It's a ½ inch high. If I got a flood, it's not going to stop it. But this thing comes in a kit. Let me get the rest of the kit. So this is the tsunami seal garage door threshold seal. Comes in this kit from Home Depot. Got a nice little caulking gun. Actually has the thing to puncture. Comes with 2 Loctite premium adhesive. And what I've got to do is mark where this is going to go, clean off the floor, wipe it down with some alcohol, and trim this to fit. And what it does is take 3 beads of adhesive, 1 down either edge, 1 down the middle, and then we'll lay it in place. So let me get to figuring out exactly where this is going to go. Well, there we go. You got the dam. You can see that the door is just about the same height as that. So if that storm comes this way and we get water, hopefully it'll shed down the side of the building, and that dam will keep it from going in. I cut the holes using a hole saw to cut the little holes so the rebar would go down in, and there we go. A couple of doors. I did have one comment. Somebody said they got to go on the outside, but you can see my dilemma. I think I mentioned it in the first video. You got all those ribs, same ribs that are on the door, coming out 3/4 of an inch. So either I got to put something along in here, up there, to bring it out, to anchor it to. I can't, if I longer bolts through this, but it's still going to be hanging on these. This way, I had to bring it in so it goes behind this. I may add, we'll see how this goes, but I may add some sort of floppy weather stripping kind of thing in there. But all in all, I think this is gonna work. And again, the other problem if I put it on the outside is how to do the flashing around the J channel and the ribs. It's got to be a nightmare trying to figure that out. So unless it rains and blows up, which is a possibility, but not a severe possibility, I think. Well, there we go. That's how I got it so that these doors are secure. And I do have to come up with a way to, when I drive away, I really don't want to go in, lock them up, walk around, get in the truck, when I get back, drive around for walk around, open them up. So I think I'm going to try to get some sort of hook that won't get in the way when the doors are open. Something I can put an eye here and a hook over here, something like that, just to hold it in place while I'm gone. Always something. Anyway, there we go, and I will see you on the next one. It's got to be a bigger project if that's possible.